Does anyone have any questions before I turn it over to Jarvis? I know I spoke a lot. Thank you. Jarvis, come on up, sir.
Who's hungry? Anybody hungry? Yes, sir. All right, I knew that would get a response. That's the automatic way to get people talking is you bring up food. My name is Jarvis. I am a productivity engineer / accountability coach. My kind of mission and purpose in life is to help people produce at their absolute highest. Hold on. Can you guys hear me with this, without it? Do I need it? I need it? Okay, better. All right. Actually, this is good. I like holding this anyway. Makes me feel important. My mission and purpose is to help people be more productive. I say I can help you 10x your productivity. Anybody want to 10x their productivity? Anyone feel like there's more that they could be doing? Like they're leaving something on the table? Is there anybody here that's already producing at their absolute highest? Like they are 100%? One person? Nobody? Okay, cool. You might be interested in what we're going to talk about today. But my mission and purpose is to help people be more productive. And be not just more productive, not just marginally, but living at your absolute fullest, highest capacity. Now, what does that mean for you? I'm curious to know, what would you do if you were 10 times more productive? If you had a whole extra 4 hours to your day, what would you do? What would you do? If you were 10 times more productive, what would that mean for you? Why do you want to be 10 times more productive? More time with family. Okay. Yeah, right? If you're more productive, you can finish work faster, right? What else? Let me get some answers. What would you do if you were, why do you want to be 10 times more productive than you are right now? You stole his answer. You got to come up with your own. She said verbatim, exactly. You guys cheating off each other? She got a little mirror. You can see his answers. Workout, okay. Self-care, right? Like the more time you have for yourself. Say, screw family. I want me time, baby. What else? Why do you want to be 10 times more productive? She wants to be more productive to be more productive. All right, I think that's probably the best answer. I've done a lot of these. That's probably the best answer I've ever heard. She's going to steal your answer. She's all right, now forget working out. I'm just going to be productive just for the... Hold on, I haven't heard anybody say the magic word. Make more money. Come on now. I want to be more productive because I can produce more. The core word productivity is rooted in produce. If I am more productive, I produce more. So then I can travel. Or I can pay for my fitness trainer for me time, right? Or I can spend all the time I want with family because I can pay for us to go on a cruise or something, right? I don't know about you guys, but I want to make some more money, right? But I'll tell you the real reason why this is important, why your productivity matters. This is my real reason why I'm more productive. I have a 2.5-year-old son, and he does everything Daddy does. Even something as simple as taking a nap on the couch. He wants to mimic my every move. I owe it to him to be the example that he follows. He's watching me. It's not about the money. It's about being the model that he will go off and do. Who's watching you? What example are you setting? Every day that you're not producing at your highest, who sees that? You producing at your highest is way more than money. It's about the legacy you live. It's absolutely important that you don't leave anything on the table. Every day you get up and you get after it because people are watching you, whether you realize it or not. That's why I'm obsessed over this, helping people live at their full capacity. I'll tell you a little bit about how it started. I wasn't born into productivity. I wasn't always productive. So I started off as an engineer. I know, right? I don't seem like an engineer, but I went to the University of Illinois. Any Midwesterners out there? Midwest in the house? Hey, we got one. Where you from?
Chicago.
What? Come on, girl.
Yeah, downtown, Ukrainian city.
Ukrainians downtown. Okay, downtown Chicago. I'm from Chicago. Yeah. All right. I wasn't expecting that. Anybody else Midwestern? Where? Wisconsin, Madison? Uh-oh. All right. I think the Midwesterners outnumber the West Coasters out here. I went to the University of Illinois, and I started off in computer engineering. One of the hardest schools to get into for engineering, by the way. And shortly after, I found that I realized I had more of a gift of sales, so I shortly went into sales. I worked for several tech firms doing sales, and eventually found myself in real estate, and did pretty well. You know, well, I would say I did okay. And I got to a point kind of like my mid-30s where, you know, everything was just kind of on cruise control. Like my life was okay. Could it have been better? Sure, you know. But was it painful? No. I was kind of just coasting. Anyone ever felt like they'd just been coasting sometimes? Like every day is the same, it's just a kind of a cycle, right? It's nothing terribly exciting, but, you know, you're not homeless. It's cool. You know, life is okay. And that's kind of where I found myself. Life was just okay. And then one day I get this little pop-up on my phone, this little notification from LinkedIn. And I click on it. It says, congratulate Eric on his new job position. I say, So I click the little notification, and this is what I see. Eric was my lab partner in school. Me and him took every class together at the University of Illinois. Eric cheated on me for every single assignment. I got Eric through school. He did not do one thing. I carried us. He was my good friend. We were lab partners. I carried him the entire way through school. Eric is now the CIO of a tech firm. I haven't spoken to Eric in 15 years until I saw this. The guy that I carried through school is doing extraordinary. Here I am, just okay. I'm meandering its average existence in life. And here he is living his best life. I went to his Instagram. What I see? I see him with the new house, new car, taking his family on vacations. He is living a wonderful lifestyle. Why wasn't I doing that? I'm better than him. Anyone ever felt that way? They see something, they scroll, and they see something that someone else posts, and you're like, how, am I the only one? Come on, raise your hand if you've ever saw someone post something. You're like, well, how in the hell did that happen? What, this is my response, right? Anyone else feel this way? What's the formula? What's the formula? Listen, I go on these little side tangents. They call me Pastor Jarvis. Here's one for you. Write this down. Don't ever get mad. Get curious. You ever see something that kind of like, don't ever get mad. Get curious. Say, isn't that interesting? Let's all just do this together. Go, say it with me now. Say, isn't that interesting? Oh, gosh, someone just cut me off. Isn't that interesting? What's going on? How did that happen? What are they thinking? How did they get that? Isn't that interesting? Get very curious. What's the formula? What's the formula? What did he do? How did he get that? I got really curious. I put my engineering hat back on and said, okay, what is it? I wanted to reverse engineer success. I got really aggressive. That pissed me off. I don't know if I could use that word here, but I was pissed. So I said, okay, what is the formula? What is it successful people do? What sets them apart from everyone else? And how can I reverse engineer that and make it apply to me in my own life? So I mean, when I say obsessed, I mean I read every autobiography of every extraordinary person I could find, from Michael Jordan to Kobe Bryant to Tony Robbins and Oprah Winfrey and Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and even Donald Trump. And I wanted to know what were. If you produce something extraordinary, success leaves clues. How can I pick apart your habits, behaviors, mindsets, and apply it to myself? I noticed that they all had several things they did in common. And so what I did is I started plucking and pulling the habits, and I pieced it together, and I said, what if I just start doing these things myself? I started modeling their success. Every day I would get up, I would wake up a little earlier, and I would just do these things, these habits. And lo and behold, it all started with my morning routine. That was the thing they all had in common. Is that they started every day with a very structured process that set up their day for success. That's what I didn't have at that point in my life. I would just get up and go. I never had a process. I never had a systematic way of approaching the day, how to be more productive, how to be more managed with my time and priority. Within 3 months, I went from just doing average to one of the highest producers in the office. I had six new commercial listings in downtown, office buildings in downtown San Diego within 3 months. And if you're familiar with commercial, that's hard. Within that same 3 months, I lost 30 pounds. Got down to my college weight. I know I might not look it right now. By the way, another sidebar. Ooh, you said I'm at my high school weight. I like, this is Chicago love right here. No, but I might not look like it right now. I didn't realize that. So now me and my wife, we have 2 kids. I didn't realize, how come no one told me that the man gains just as much as the woman during pregnancy? I didn't know that. So here I am now, just trying to knock off the baby weight. But this is a real thing, by the way. Is it not a real thing? No, okay, good. No one's ever challenged me on that. I like you. But within 3 months, I lost 30 pounds. That same 3 months, I became husband and father of the year because I was able to prioritize my time. I had much more time to spend on things that matter. By the way, oh my God, my son. Me and my wife have both dark hair, dark eyes. He came out blonde hair, blue eyes. We don't know where he came from. He was a godsend. But yeah, this is what this did for me. Not only me, I started it turned me from zero to a morning hero in a short period of time, just from having a very ordered process of how I started my day. This is a quick we have something called the Morning Hero Tribe where I teach this to people now. And this is something that one of our agents just posted the other day. Almost 4 years ago, I met Jarvis when my real estate business was stuck in place. My income was $60,000 that year. I started the Morning Hero program, and even though I didn't do everything exactly, my income jumped and doubled that year. Fast forward to this year, 2022, we just did we do quarterly goals. She closed out the first quarter of the year, $215,000 net income. From starting off at 60, all from simple things. Start the day right. How you start the day will determine how everything else goes. I'm going to show you today exactly this process. Is that okay? Raise your hand if anyone is interested in learning these 7 habits that I guarantee will light your day and your life on fire. Anybody interested? I got a thumbs up over there. I got a half. She's half interested. I know my Chicago flavor, but she's in the house. She wants it. All right, so we're going to get to it. I'm going to start. It's 7 things, and they spell out warm gas. Say warm gas with me. I know it sounds funny, right? But what happens when you warm up gas? Let's see who gets the right answer. What happens when you warm up gas? It evaporates. No, that's not quite. Fire, good, yeah. It explodes. When you start the day with this warm gas process, you will explode through your day, every single day. So I'm going to walk you through step by step. And by the way, all of this is, you don't have to necessarily take copious notes. I've kind of had my own custom journal. It breaks down the warm gas process every single day. You just fill it out, and it walks you through it in 15 minutes. At the end of the day, at the end of this, we're going to be giving out some journals. So, and if you're really, there's a quiz at the end. So pay close attention, take notes, because we will be giving out some journals at the end. But anyway, let me get just quickly, I'm not going to dive really deep, and so I'm going to try to go over this pretty quickly. The warm gas formula. We'll start with the W. The W stands for wake up early. Any early risers in here? We got a couple. So kind of there's no secret that really high achievers wake up early. I mean, you heard of the 5 a.m. club. I'm a part of the 4 a.m. club now, and I never claimed I was a morning person. I hated morning people. I didn't think those two words belonged in the same sentence. Morning and people, they don't go together. Never would I ever consider myself to ever be a morning person. But as I started reading about all these high achievers, all of them woke up early. Why is that? Why is it? Why is success start in the morning? Simple. Well, head start. Fresh? Yeah, any other? Momentum, yeah. Here's the biggest reason. It's called the whirlwind. The whirlwind is the day-to-day barrage that wears you down, the heaviness and the weight of everything you got to get done. All the things that's waiting for you in your inbox, all the text messages and social media responses and all the stuff, the transactional details, the escrows and the chasing down paperwork, the stuff that just needs to get done is called the whirlwind. And the whirlwind derails your day every day. Here was an example of my day. I would get up just in time for work. Anybody, that sounds like anybody, squeeze out every second of the snooze. I see you over there, Miss Snooze. I had to call it a snooze science. I had it down to the minute. I knew exactly what minute I had to get up because it took me 7 minutes to shower, and then it took me 3 minutes to put on my clothes, and then 2 minutes to make the coffee, and 15 minutes in the car just to get into the office just before my boss got there. I knew it down to a minute. But I was waking up right into the whirlwind. So what I did was I would just spend all day playing catch up. I never felt like I was getting ahead. I was just maintaining. And then from there, I'm so exhausted because I'm just running around like my head cut off all day. Go home, grab something, quick bite to eat, and just binge on Netflix or social media. What I noticed when I switched to becoming a morning person, they call it the power hour. The power hour is that hour before 5 and 6 in the morning. There's something special there. There's a peace. There's a solitude. Essentially, you get a head start before the whirlwind. You have to beat your whirlwind. Everybody has a different whirlwind. Some people have their whirlwind as their kids. They wake up right into servicing their kids or their family, or they wake up right into a Zoom call or a meeting. So everyone has a different whirlwind. You have to get a head start over your whirlwind. For me, that meant waking up at 5 in the morning. I call it the power hour. That 5 to 6 is when I just focused on me, focused on how I can just brainstorm and strategize my goals, come up with new business ideas and new plans, meditate and do something to kind of give me a peace and stillness, do some exercise. I had full time where I didn't have this guilt that someone needed me, that there was something waiting for me in my inbox. Otherwise, you wake up right into this guilt, this tug that, I got to hurry up and get on my email because I got to respond to someone. You got to give yourself a head start. So my recommendation is that you wake up somewhere between 5 and 6 in the morning because the whirlwind normally starts around 6:30 in the morning. If you wake up after that, you're waking up right into the whirlwind, and your day is just that. It's a whirlwind. You got to get a head start. First thing is wake up early. The A stands for activate. Activate just means do something active. A simple way of thinking of activate is break a sweat. Anyone ever heard of cortisol? Anyone know what cortisol is? It's commonly known as the fight or flight hormone. It's what kicks in if a dog was chasing you, somehow you'd figure out a way to get over that fence. That's cortisol. It brings out superhuman strength. It's the thing that you need to survive when you need to survive. People have been known to lift cars after an accident. If the car is on someone, patrons have been able to lift thousands of pounds to free that individual. That's cortisol. It puts your body and your mind into a peak performance state. Science shows that working out raises your cortisol levels. Essentially, a workout puts your mind into peak performance. This is what it looks like before and after a workout. What's the point of going to the gym at 6 o'clock at night raise your cortisol, put your brain into a peak performance state to go home and watch Netflix? Keeping up with the Kardashians don't need you in your peak performance state. Why not do that first thing in the morning? That's how you activate yourself. I call it activation. You know what activate means? It's like pressing the play button on something. You activate it. That's how you activate your being. First thing in the morning, go do something physically active, and it activates you and puts you in a peak performance state. Now you go into your cold calls with vigor. Now you go into your meetings with presence. Now you go into everything in your day, the best version of yourself. You activate yourself first thing in the morning. Am I resonating? Is this good? Am I preaching? Say yes. That's the A, activate. R stands for reflect. There's this saying that, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, thinking the same or expecting a different result. Reflection is simply taking score on yourself. Hey, Jarvis, what's going well? How did I do yesterday? Did I live up to my expectations? Did I fall short? What do I need to do differently? It's a quick little 2-minute pep talk with yourself. Nobody does this. Every day, take score on yourself. I'm going to empower you with 3 powerful questions that you should ask yourself every morning. First one, what did I do well yesterday? Give yourself credit. You had a salad for lunch, give yourself credit. You went to the gym, give yourself credit. You made all your cold calls, give yourself credit. The more you do that, you reinforce those good behaviors. Give yourself credit. Have a little personal cheerleading party for yourself every morning. Now here's where it gets good. Where did I slip up? Where did I fall short? Where did I make excuses? What did I not do well yesterday? Now this is probing, but here's the thing. You can't do nothing about it if you don't make yourself aware of it. Change starts with awareness. So first you have to make yourself aware what I didn't do well yesterday. And then the most powerful question, what are you going to do about it today? How are you going to do it differently? If you ask yourself those 3 questions every morning, I guarantee every day you will make progress. You'll be a better person than you was the day before. You have to be. The answer to the 3rd question ensures that today you don't make the same mistake you did yesterday. Yeah, I had a Big Mac and fries. The moment you write that, you damn well, I'm not going to eat a Big Mac and fries today. Every day, take score on yourself. Very simple. And every day you will be a better person. Does that make sense? The M stands for meditate. Now I know some people might roll their eyes. I'm not. I'm not a meditator. Are there any meditators in here? 1, 2 meditators. Yeah. When I first thought meditation was like hippies walking around barefoot with dreadlocks and chakra beads. Anybody ever had that Woodstock view of like these people are out there. These are space cadet people. That is not me. I'm not going to be sitting around doing this. Meditation comes in many different forms. All meditation is just you just getting into an active state of listening, silencing yourself enough to listen. I say that meditation is the way you hear the whispers of the universe. At all given moments, you're being given ideas. You're being spoken to. Solutions are being handed to you. It's called intuition. It's called that gut instinct. It's called that little birdie. All the time, something is trying to be spoken to you to give you some direction, to give you some guidance, to give you some wisdom. But we can't hear it. We can't hear it amongst the noise, the chatter, social media, the news, watching TV, our inbox. There's always this chatter, and we can't hear it. So meditation is just a way for you to slow down enough for you to be able to hear it. And here's how I do it. I just sit in front of a blank sheet of paper for at least 5 to 10 minutes. I actually set a little timer on my phone, and I just sit there, and I close my eyes, and I just wait. I'm actually waiting. I don't even call it meditation. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a word. And I sit there, and I wait, and boom, an idea will come up. Boom, and I start writing it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, right. And then I go back in, and I wait, and then I start writing. Literally, just sit. It's like a brain dump. So don't even call it meditation. Call it brain dumping. Every morning, sit in front of a blank sheet of paper and brain dump. That's how you'll clear your thoughts and how you'll come up with new ideas and start processing ideas and solutions. The M stands for meditate. The G stands for goals. Everybody in here has goals, right? Who has a goal? Everyone has a goal. You said you have a goal. How often do you write it down? Every day. What? Give this woman an award right here. Anybody else write their goals every day? We have one of the best things you could do for focus. You see it every day. I believe in the power of writing. There's something magical when you can manifest something in the physical form. Writing has a specialness to it. Yeah, yeah. Oh. That's not a goal, that's a reward. That's the reward for you hitting your goal. And let me be very clear on this. A goal is not the materialistic thing you're going to buy. It's not the house, it's not the car, it's not the girl or the guy. That's not the goal. That's your reward for hitting the goal. Your goal is to produce enough income so that you can get that GTV. So your goal is very specific. It is a dollar amount that you need to hit that's going to allow you to go buy that car. That's the goal. The car is just the reward, right? And so you have to get very clear on what is your goal. And this is very nuanced for a lot of people. They don't understand the difference. They think a vision board is, let me look through some magazines and pick out some pretty pictures, and that's my goals. No, that's not your goal. Your goal is very measurable. I'm selling 20 homes this year. It has a number. Every goal has to be quantifiable. It has to have a number. I'm selling 20 homes. I'm making $500,000. I'm doing 100 deals or transactions. Those are goals. And you have to write it every day. Every day you have to get really clear on what your focus is. Because the moment you write it, now, boom, okay, I'm focused, right? It's easy. Like if I don't start off writing my goals, I can just come up with a list of random stuff to keep me busy all day. I can fill my time with everything. There's no way, I can be busy, but there's a difference of being busy and being focused. Just because you're doing stuff doesn't mean you're actually being effective. So writing your goals, make sure that you're focused on that and all the activity that's going to produce that goal. So write your goals every single day. I always say this, the universe rewards the person that is obsessed over what they want, and they write it every day. Anybody have kids in here? Kids, so you know, how's your kid when he wants something? Yeah, when he wants something, or he or she wants something, like how are they? What do they do? Yeah, very smart. You've outsourced the discipline to the mom. My son is relentless. Yeah, apple juice. Not right now, son. Apple juice. Hey, I heard you. Can't you see? I'm in the middle of something. Wait till I finish. Apple juice. Finally, I'm like, okay. I will get you this damn apple juice. Because you've proven to me how bad you want it. Write that down. You've got to prove to the universe how bad you want it. If my son asks me one time for apple juice, he will not get it. Does that resonate? So you're now he's getting into strategy and manipulation there. So he's into the advanced skills. I'm talking about now just like the pure toddler phase of sheer relentlessness. But what I'm saying is, I hope you didn't miss the point. My son would not get it on the first, second, or third time he asked me for it. He only got it when he proved to me how bad he wanted it by being relentless in asking. We have to do that with the universe. I want to make $200,000 this year, and you do it. The universe is like, okay, well, you said that 2 months ago, and I haven't heard from you since, so I don't think you want it. You got to prove how bad you want it. Ask for it every day by writing it down. Does that strike a nerve with anybody? Anybody?
I love that idea.
Why? Uh, you also have to go, you have to also have to prove it with this next step, which is action. Just because you want it don't mean anything. You got to take action. And so every day, once you write your goal, now your brain is immediately focused, okay, what do I have to do to get that goal? Asking isn't enough. Now you got to do the action. So here's a question I ask. After I have my whole list, I ask myself one question. Which one over here, which one of these is the biggest money-making activity? Write that down. Money-making activity. Just because you have a list of 20 things to do, not all of them hold the same importance. There's one thing on there that will produce the biggest results for your income. Highlight that one, and that's the first thing you do. For most of you, it's prospecting or outreach or calling, making calls or someone. Which one is the biggest money-making? And say money-making activity. The biggest problem I see is people get bogged down with busy work. Oh, I got so much to do, and they're all busy, and they ain't did nothing to make money. You sent a few emails. You did some online research. That's my favorite. Oh, I was so busy looking up property reports and pulling numbers. How is that going to make you any money? Who did you call today? Did you call somebody? That's how you make money. Not online research. Not managing your inbox. Every day, highlight the money-making activity, and that's where you start. Boom, that was a punch in the gut. Did I hit him? The last one is schedule. You focused on your goal. You came up with your action plan. Now you have to schedule it on your calendar. If it's not on your calendar, it won't get done. Write that down. This is probably the most powerful statement that you will hear me make today. If it is not on your calendar, it won't get done. You have to put it on your calendar and block out the time to do it. To-do lists don't work. Essentially, you should turn your calendar into your to-do list. Once I have my to-do list, I move everything over to my calendar, and at that point I can crumble up the to-do list. My calendar becomes my to-do list. Everything now has a dedicated block of time that I'm going to do it on my calendar. This is probably this one technique right here, we call it the zero calendaring method. This one technique will give you an extra 4 hours a day of productivity if you do it. If you lean into this, now a lot of people, they don't lean into this. I don't know, why won't they do this? Why do you think people don't like to do it? I'll tell you why. Why?
I think it makes you accountable.
It holds you accountable.
And a lot of people, it's hard to keep yourself.
They want to run. They want to run from it. A lot of people. This is what I hear a lot. I don't like my calendar, so I like the flexibility. I'll do it at some point, but I want that freedom in my day, right? And this is what the calendar looks like. Does anyone's calendar looks like this? You might have a couple of client appointments on there or Zoom calls, but the rest of it is blank space. Does this look familiar? Slowly getting better, but you yeah. This is the death of productivity. A calendar that looks like this, if you show me your calendar, I guarantee right now I can tell you how much you produce just by looking at your calendar. This is the death of productivity. You know why? You see that blank space? What happens in the blank space is nothingness. If you don't give your brain a clear plan of what it should be doing, it will always choose busy work. Let me just keep my inbox open and just every little thing that comes in, I'm responding within 3 seconds and just so I can feel productive. Or let me go check my Instagram account. What's going on there? Let me respond to some DMs. Blank space is the death of productivity. You should have intention for every hour of your day. This is what my calendar looks like. Every single hour has intention. I know exactly what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. I know when I'm making my calls. I know when I'm doing my email. I don't email all day long. I have specific windows of time that I do email. I open my inbox, I do the email, I close my inbox. It doesn't stay open all day. I move on to the next thing. Every hour has intention. No blank space. If you lean into this one tactic, it will change everything for you. Your time management will, people gonna be so impressed with you. Damn, you are on it. What's your name? Erica. Damn, Erica, you own it, girl. You are just like boom, 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 a practitioner of execution. How do you do it? Girl, it's my calendar. That was my Erica impression. If you did I get it right? Did I do it right? That was close, pretty close. Yeah, schedule your day, and I guarantee you'll gain an extra 4 hours of productivity like this. And we call this zero calendar because there's zero blank space. And when you have zero blank space, you have zero wasted time. Blank space equals wasted time. Anyone ever seen this before? No?
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
What do you typically do if you get to the end of that hour or whatever, you didn't finish that particular task?
Oh yeah, stuff moves around. Yeah. So this isn't a prison sentence.
Right.
All you're doing is creating a plan. Start the day with a plan. If all goes according to plan, this is how I see the day playing out. From 8 to 9, I'm gonna make my calls. From 9 to 10, I'm gonna do some follow-ups. From 10 to 11, I'm gonna take a break and go for a walk or go run an errand. From 11 to 12, I'm gonna have lunch. Like, if all goes according to plan, this is how the day will flow. Like, the moment you set an intention, you'd be surprised at how closely your day matches it. The problem is most people are afraid to just even set that intention, and their day just goes like a leaf in the wind, and they never make any progress. So all you're doing is setting an intention, and then the day probably won't go exactly like this, but it'll come close. Like, yeah, maybe this block right here extends down a little longer, but at some point I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna finish it because it's on my calendar, right? So throughout the day, I reorder these blocks. Like, I'm kind of always in my calendar. If things go a little longer or I have to shuffle things around, that's okay. It's not a prison sentence. All it is you create a plan. Like, sometimes you need to alter the plan, but don't start the day without a plan. You don't plan, you won't ever hit anything. You have to have a plan every day.
This is how other workers have been saying this is like what they do is recruit to kind of keep us steady. But as I got to the peak after the Joe Field with my Marines when I got to the shop, this is what I realized that there was like a lot of white space, and that's when the Marines were getting in trouble, started doing stupid stuff, they go out,
Yeah.
and it disappeared. And so once I made a schedule for them, like they come in early in the morning, first thing from 6 to 8, they PT and shower, go to shower. From 8 to 10, there's reports that we have to pull, and I kept them busy the whole day. So by the time it's time to go home, they're so tired from the day because they're actively.
Yeah, they're going from thing to, and here's the beauty of zero calendar in your day. I call this, so I kind of coined this term zero calendar. So when you do this, you effectively zero out your day, right? Here's the beauty of zeroing out your day is that it removes all decisions. The worst thing is you're sitting here like, okay, well, what should I do now? Anybody ever done that? Like, all right, what should I be doing right now? You're lost. If you ever ask yourself that question, you've lost, right? Go home, go to sleep and try to wake up tomorrow and do it all over again. You've officially lost the day, right? Never should you be sitting around wondering what you should be doing. You start the day with a plan. And now, all day long, okay, it's 9. Okay, what should I be doing? Pull my phone out. I'm making my calls. Okay, boom. You don't have to make any decisions. The more decisions you could eliminate, the more efficient you flow through the day. If you're wondering all day long, all right, I just finished that task. What's next? Okay, now you're going to spend 30 minutes fumbling around trying to get momentum to the next task. You lose 4 to 5 hours a day in the indecision of what you should be doing. You make all the decisions at the front end of your day, you execute. Guaranteed this will give you 4 extra 4 hours of productivity. This right here is what allows me to be done by lunch every day. Every day I close out my day at 1 p.m. It's a product of two things. One, because I start early. I'm up at 4 a.m. I'm starting work around 5. So I start early, but I finish early, and I'm efficient with my time.
So are you creating this calendar every morning?
Every morning.
Really?
Every morning, 15 minutes.
Tomorrow's system already filled, or
Some of it is.
spots that are
Yeah, yeah.
gonna be
Some spots are always the same.
your
Yep.
meditation?
Some things are recurring, so there were blocks that are always recurring. There's a block I call grind time, which is the time you do your money-making activity. It should always be in your calendar at the same time every day. So if you're making calls, it shouldn't be like, well, today I'm making calls at 9, tomorrow I'm going to do my reach outs at 1, or whenever I feel like it. No, every day it's the same. You have to get militant with your money-making activity. So that is hard-coded in the calendar every day at the exact same time, right? So some blocks are recurring, but then other blocks they're completely empty. So that morning when I wake up, that's when I pull out the calendar and kind of go through and fill out all the blank space. Okay, what am I going to do in all these available times? So this is a daily process that I'm showing you. Any other questions about zeroing out your day? That depends on the person. So if you're doing reach outs, so when I was in real estate, I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. He asked, what time should you do your money-making activity? And I said, it really depends on the person, their strategy, their market, their customer, client base. For me, I always did it first thing in the morning, so 8 to 10 was my grind time window. I said 8 to 10 is when I win. It's my grind time. Yeah, no, it could be text, call, whatever reach outs work best for you. So there's, when it comes to prospecting, we could have a whole session on prospecting strategies. I personally called, and I didn't mind starting early at 8 because one, you actually have a better chance of getting people to answer because nobody else is calling them at that time, right? And you kind of stand out. Like, people think you're gonna piss people off by calling too early. No, you're not. You stand out. So I was making calls at 8, sometimes even before that. Any other questions on zeroing out your day? You do this already, right? You're a practitioner. I know that's right. You could probably come up here and teach this thing. All right, so that's the process. Who can tell me what this stands for? Does anybody remember? Well, I want one person to name all 7 steps of the world's most perfect morning routine. You got it? You think you got it? Oh, without looking at your notes. Wake up early, he said. Is that right? Is he right? Oh, activate. That's a good one. I like that one. Reflect. You think he's going to do it? The M is the hardest. Whoa! All right, he's on the home stretch here. Oh, close. All right, I got a little help from the back. Actions and your schedule. This is how you flow through your day. Now, listen, I know this sounds like a lot, right? It's all these steps. How can I remember it all? Easy. Well, I forgot to do a little explosion. You can't forget, when you warm up the gas, you explode through your day. Did that make sense? You like how I kind of tied that all together? I came up with that on the spot. But no, so I know this sounds like a lot. That's why I started doing this for myself every morning, and I would start off initially just hand drawing every day. I would hand draw this little template in my journal, and that's how I started the day, by kind of going through these step one, meditate, then do a reflect, then write my goals and my actions, then my schedule. Then the next day I do the same thing. I had this meditate, reflect, and I was like, why don't I just freaking make this into an actual thing? So that's what I did. I sent it to China, and they mail me a bunch of copies of these. So now this is the warm gas routine in a nutshell. The entire routine, within 15 minutes, all you do is turn to a page, and it guides you step by step through each step of this process. It guides you through a meditation and a brain dump. Then it shows you, it asks you the three most prevalent questions of reflection at the top. Then there's a space for you to write your goals and come up with your action plan. And then there's the zero calendar. You spend 15 minutes filling this out in the morning, and you are dialed in for the day. So this is your easy button for doing the warm gas every morning. These actually sell for $69 on Amazon. You just type in Morning Hero Planner or Morning Hero Journal, and it's $60 on Amazon. I also have something where I can give it to you for free. Like if I liked you, if I really liked you, I'd give it to you for free. I'm not sure if anyone here. Chi-Town. She's like, wait a minute, you like me now. Anybody else want to be liked right now? Anybody? Does that seem cool? Would anybody want a journal? So unfortunately, I'm not like Oprah. So they're not sitting under your seats. But so we've got this whole training thing because a lot of this is hard, right? If I just told you to start waking up at 5 in the morning and you're not accustomed to that right now, like that's way easier said than done. That's not a quick fix. That's not an easy transition. So I've got a whole training platform called The Tribe. And so I systematically walk you through how to make these permanent fixtures in your life, how to start waking up by 5 a.m. with no alarm clock. I haven't used an alarm clock in 5 years. And so I send you daily challenges. And each day I help you do one small thing that inches you closer and closer to making it a permanent habit in your life. And so this is called The Tribe. You can see I kind of have it all broken out: wake up early, activate, reflect. And it's really cool, and this is where all the community is. So if you join Tribe, you get a journal for free. Now, Tribe is normally, when I first launched Tribe last year, it was $2,000. I'm not going to do that to you. I do like you, so right now you can join Tribe for just $19 a month, and that includes the $70 journal for free, right? So essentially you're getting the first like 3 or 4 months for free because I'm giving you a free journal. So anyway, if you want to do that, all you would do is just take a picture of this, and the moment you do that, and if you sign up, put your email in, you'll walk out of here today with the journal. If you don't want to join Tribe, I can still just sell you one of these. You Venmo me $70, and you can just buy one of these without actually joining Tribe. However, the Tribe, you get much better value for $19 a month. So is that a good deal or not? I thought it was a really good deal. That's a steal. That's a steal, actually. That's a steal, actually. But actually, we did personal one-on-one coaching, though. So that's why we...
I just want them to know that is a sweet deal.
Yeah. So again, this is $2,000 when you add the coaching with it. But the Tribe is so good. It's like essentially you get me every day. You get me in your inbox every day, guiding you through how to build these habits to become permanent fixtures of your life. Habits are everything. How many people know that? Anybody know that? Like, it's the foundation. Like, I could tell you all the strategies of prospecting in the world, but if you don't have time management, if you don't have focus, if you don't have energy, the strategies don't work. Like, these are the fundamentals that you need. And so, again, right now, this is the only way you could do it is $19 a month to be a member of the Tribe. Again, there's the QR code, and when you go to that code, it'll take you to a page. There's a green button on that page. All you do is click that green button, fill out your info, and then again, if you do that, I have journals up here, and I'll be passing them out to anybody that wanted to join today. Any questions before I hand over to the food? One question. Let's get one question.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I walked away with what I was thinking. Would you please repeat what the coaching is? Again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so she asked, what is the coaching? So this is my online platform. It's called The Tribe. And what it is, it's a community. You join this, but then what you'll do is you'll go through this process where I will send you daily challenges to help you build the 7 habits that we just talked about. So waking up early. I kind of break it down into a 5-part. If you do these 5 small little things, guaranteed you'll be waking up by 5 a.m. So the first day I'll send you a video. It's a 5-minute long video. At the end of that video, I'll say, okay, now go do this. And you'll do it. And then you'll wake up maybe 15 minutes earlier the next day. And then next day I send you a video. It's like, great, you did that. Okay, today, go do this small thing. And so I break it down to these really small micro challenges that helps get you to making it a permanent fixture. So that's what this is called. This system right here, where it guides you step by step. $19 a month to be a part of it. Yep. Yeah, that's what it costs.
Signing in.
That's what I cost when I first when I first did these as a coaching platform. It was a $2,000 package. Yeah, you get access to the tribe. You go through the training, and then you'll get a journal. So I'll give you one of these journals.
Could I get mine today? I just signed up.
Yep. Anybody that signs up right now, you'll walk out of here with your journal. Uh-oh, we got computers. So you can use my computer once I finish. Any other questions? Let's get one more question. One more question. Then there's food. It's got to be one. Who challenged me? Does anyone disagree with anything I said today? 8 o'clock.
8 p.m.
So I have, when you join, the very first lesson I'm going to send you is called the Rise and Grind Challenge, where I show you how to start waking up early without an alarm clock. The very first thing I'm going to tell you to do is to set a bedtime alarm. And a lot of times people have a wake-up alarm to notify you that you should be waking up. You need a bedtime alarm to notify you when you, because otherwise your brain it'll just go and do its own thing all night long. And so my bedtime alarm goes off at 8 p.m. And that alarm, you know how you can label your alarms? So that when it pops up, my alarm says, take your ass to sleep. My alarms are very aggressive. I don't know why they're so aggressive. I need to talk to my alarms about that. But it says, so at 8 o'clock, my phone starts buzzing. I look at it. It says, take your ass to sleep. And so I start winding myself down. So I give myself an hour, call it the power down hour, the last hour before bed. And so at that point, that's my cue to stop engaging with digital devices, to put my phone away, to stop off social media. And then I personally, after I put my kids down, I pick up a book and start reading. So I read, and that puts me to sleep. So I'm asleep by 9 each night. Now, granted, that's going to be your hardest part, is the nighttime routine. So I've got a whole section in there on how to design your nighttime routine, even if you have a family, because I've got 2 kids, which is the biggest objection. Like, how do you do it? I got kids. I can't. Yes, you can. Like, all these excuses. Yes, you can. Yeah, I got 2 kids, a 6-month-old and 2.5-year-old, and I'm able to do it. You can too. So, great question, though. What time to go? So anyway, that's my time. If you guys want to come up and chat, whatever, I, as you can tell, I geek out on this kind of stuff. Was this helpful? Did anybody get any nuggets? I want to hear your one biggest takeaway. What's your biggest takeaway today? The calendar, scheduling the day. What's the tagline? What do I say? If it's not on your... It won't get done. Yeah, look at this guy. He's into. What's your name? Gerard? My cousin's name. What was your big takeaway? Yeah. There's all that blank space. That's all that time. Look, every time you look at your calendar now, you see blank space, can say that's time wasted. Look at all this time I'm wasting. It does. What was your name again? It starts with a D. The Lida, what was your big takeaway from today? Yeah. Activate your beast. What's the point of getting all beastly to go to sleep, right? You want that all day long. Or you can work out twice. Look at this. That's the true beast right there. This guy's Mr. Beast. All right.
I've tried it every time. So your body has different times. Like in the evening, you're probably going to be at your strongest. But if you try to do max lifts in the morning, you're going to get hurt.
Yep.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. For those that are doing those type of lifts, I agree. The morning is where you do your cardio. Break a sweat. So when I say activate, that means break a sweat. That's what kicks off the cortisol.
And depends on your purpose, right? This is my wrong. So if you're trying to lose weight, like your body activates, your body goes into a metabolic state, like you're burning more calories while you sleep. So when you wake up and work out, your body is still in that state, so it helps you burn more calories, like it's like a sitting fast or cardio,
Yeah.
things like that. Work on an empty stomach, you don't be like gonna
Burn
burn
calories, yeah.
more.
Yeah.
If you don't do anything, at least cardio in the morning and then go back to work out later that afternoon after you've had a few meals.
Yep. 100%. Yeah, so if you take nothing else away from this, you take this. If you win the morning, you will win the day. If you win the morning, you will. If you win the morning, you will. If you win the morning, you will.
Win the day.
That's it. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. My name is Jarvis. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here for you. Otherwise, we have food, or do you need some closing? Sergio's going to wrap us up here.
Go ahead, question. You got it, right?
Oh, and by the way, if anyone that